Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good, how are you?
I'm good.
That's good. Oh, is that a guinea pig?
Yeah, this is a guinea pig. His name's Riot.
He's so cute.
Oh, thank you. Did you hear that? You're handsome, so you shouldn't be grumpy. I waited until you woke up. See all the compliments you get? Do you mind? Nobody is happy with me today. I waited until they woke up. So we moved to a shadier location because unfortunately the sun moved. So now we are here with a very grumpy Riot. Now, surprise, surprise. Oh, that's your whisker. Surprise, surprise. Riot and Crash, who is no longer with us, may his memory be only for a blessing. They came as a pair off of Craigslist from somebody who essentially bought them from Petco and then decided, I don't want them anymore. My assumption is within a week of getting them, because she still had them in their Petco containers when I picked them up down the street from me. So I was looking for cage mates for Moose after Bear passed away. He was Moose's first cage mate. So I thought maybe, since I thought at the time that guinea pigs do best in herd, like a little bit of a herd, and this was before I found out doing trios in males is a hard thing to do. You know, I wanted to get a pair of guinea pigs so that I didn't have to bond them. And the only bonding I had to do was making sure they were okay with Moose. Why are you rumbling at me, sir? So I wanted to make it an easier bonding process for Moose. So I went on Craigslist, found this woman who was essentially giving away these guinea pigs for free. And that'd be Riot and Crash. See, you're fine. Look, there he go. You should say thank you. No? Are you too upset? You're too upset. Okay. So that was Riot and Crash, and she was giving them away for free, and she even specified in this Craigslist ad that I don't mind if they become snake food. Now, don't get me wrong, I do watch Snake Discovery, a very big reptile channel on YouTube. But they have, on more than one occasion, specified the dangers of feeding live animals to your snakes. One of them being that if the snake rejects the food, then the food can start injuring the snake by nibbling on them, tearing off their scales, etc., or taking away their water source and thus dehydrating your snake, you know, things like that. There's dangers to both sides, you know, so, which is terrible. And also because you're essentially trapping prey and not giving them the chance to fight for survival because they have nowhere to run. So it's just a danger on both sides. My goodness, you guys. Can you just, thank you. Thank you. You're in the shade. You're fine. So I said, no way am I letting that happen. My search is over. I'm going to get these guinea pigs. And I essentially asked the woman if Riot and Crash were still available. She said yes. I said, is there any rush with how long I can get them? She said there was no rush. And I said, well, there's a rush for me. And so we essentially, I asked her if she would mind meeting in a neutral location away from her place and away from my place. She stated that the park that I live by was good enough. I said, that's cool. That's like a 10-minute walk from me. Perfect. I actually fell in love with Riot first because of his colors, but I ended up bonding to Crash first, believe it or not, because this one here is a wild child. And plus, like, I just didn't want to buy guinea pigs from the pet store. I mean, I know in some areas especially more rural areas where it might be the only option to get animals from, say, like a mom and pop pet store. That was disgusting. Or, you know what I mean? Like, just like your only option is a pet store regardless. Like, that's a different thing. Like, you don't have get out of here. You don't have the options necessary to make an informed decision. I get that. I totally get that. No judgment. But because where I live in Southern California, I have tons of options. But it's not an option for me to get animals from the pet store. So anyway, rambling over. I know, honey. So I arrive at the park and this lady has Riot and Crash in the Petco containers, 2 separate Petco containers, while I brought a carrier large enough for the both of them so that they can move around, settle down, stretch out their legs, whatever they need to do. Enough room for 2 guinea pigs. I know, sweetie. I don't know if you can hear that. He's rumbling. Or not rumbling, he's talking. Oh, goodness gracious. So that is the backstory of Riot and Crash. Again, Craigslist guinea pigs. And it's not complicated, it's not long, it's just my desire after getting Moose and doing research and knowing that these animals are herd animals, I went on Craigslist in search of friends for Moose. And here we are. And now through a series of unfortunate events, Riot now lives by himself, But I mean, that's the whole reason why I got these guys in the first place. The moment I found out that Moose needed friends, I was all over researching, researching and planning. Yes. I know. Oh. I love you. But that's it. That's the story. I just wish Crash was here, I miss him.